Tesla fired its entire marketing team. A lot of people are thinking, why? I mean, it's only been 4 months. Why did Tesla do this? It's 40 people that have just, been fired. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. My background personally is marketing. So I do have a bit to kind of think on this issue. I've got something to say about it. But what does Elon Musk have to say? Well, he says that Tesla have fired their entire marketing team, except for apparently a few staff in Europe who do marketing in Europe, because the ads were far too generic and the ads could have been for any car. Honestly, now I don't necessarily agree with Tesla firing their entire team. I'm not going to really sound off on that. But two things. One, Tesla sales did not do all that well in the first quarter of this year. The marketing team were hired 4 months ago. Doesn't seem to have really helped much, to be honest. Maybe it did, but it doesn't seem to have. And two, the ads were generic. Now, is that a reason to fire them? I don't know. What do you guys think? But I have to agree. I saw the ads and I thought, that's a bit boring. It's not really exciting. It's not really calling me to action. That's how I felt. There's no real serious call to action here. There's no real differentiation between Tesla and other car companies. And, maybe that's because the marketing team, their management were trying to be safe and, do things by the book and, basically do what people do these days, which is everyone's kind of trying to be safe. Everyone's trying to kind of do the Disney thing. They're trying to be a little bit, sometimes a little bit woke. They're trying to be a bit running the line of not saying anything wrong, not offending anyone, And I think sometimes you've got to be a bit more adventurous, especially when it comes to Elon Musk and Tesla. Anyway, 4 months after launching a dedicated marketing team, after intense pressure from Tesla investors, in early 2024, Tesla reportedly laid off the entire department. This surprising move included team leaders Alex Ingram and George Milburn, leaving many people to wonder if Tesla is, going to end its paid marketing altogether. Tesla does do YouTube advertising, which is nice. It means that, who knows, maybe I can make a little bit of extra money. I'm happy with that. And honestly, I think YouTube is a pretty good platform to advertise on. The marketing rates are pretty good. But it is a very traditional form of advertising. It certainly isn't going outside of the square. Anyhow, in May of 2023, Musk promised investors Tesla would try out a little advertising and see how it goes. Bloomberg reported that Tesla began building a marketing team in January. However, the company laid off around 10% of all of its staff. That included its 40-member marketing team. Some marketing staff do remain in Europe, but Tesla's US marketing team, they no longer exist. There is also a marketing team that still exists in China. So China and Europe still do have a marketing presence, but the US, I believe, doesn't anymore. Tesla they've never been into doing TV, radio, online, or print advertising. They've utilized a very smart form of marketing, which is referrals. Basically, you get referral credits if you refer a friend. We used to. That may be ending soon. But Tesla's long used that method. Basically, getting a friend or a Tesla buyer to sell what he bought to someone else, to another friend. And that's worked incredibly well up until now. Tesla is, of course, facing a slowdown in sales recently. Sales for the first quarter of this year showed a 13% drop over last year. There is some pressure as well on Tesla this year. It is pretty intense pressure. Of course, Tesla's revenue is down significantly, but the company have just revealed a kind of a turnaround plan, and investors are liking it. Tesla stock price has gone up around 15% since Elon Musk said Tesla will build affordable cars on the same production lines as the Model 3 and the Model Y. So I don't know how they're going to do this, but those vehicles will be cheaper options. There'll be a new model or new models, and Tesla will fast track new models, including the new Model Y Juniper, which a lot of people are waiting for. Now, Tesla have tried to stimulate demand through reducing prices. I like that idea, and I can see why Tesla do that. Now, I also understand why a lot of people don't like that idea. What are your thoughts on Tesla's strategy of, boosting prices higher, then putting them lower? Now, currently Tesla's prices are lower than they've ever been. across the entire lineup almost everywhere. And in my opinion, that's actually a good thing. I don't really care if Tesla makes $5 billion a year. What I care the most about is a Tesla a sustainable business? It is. It's not making a loss. Is Tesla really contributing to what is more important than it making $20 billion a year? What is more important? In my opinion, that's moving the world towards electrification. It's getting more people out of gasoline-powered cars. It's making the air cleaner for us to breathe, for our children to breathe. It's leaving the world in a better place for our kids, right? That's, in my opinion, much more important. And if Tesla sells more cars, or if it increases pressure on its competition to reduce their prices to compete with Tesla, and therefore more people go, wow, EVs are cheap. Wow, okay, I'm going to buy one now. Then that is a good thing. So I actually don't mind this. I don't mind the fact that Tesla's under pressure here, that they're, instead of paying a marketing team, they're basically passing the savings on to you or to me, and then forcing the competition to react to that. That lowers the prices, that creates more competition. And honestly, I'm a big fan of all of that. More competition, Chinese bloodbath, that's great. That's kind of like, what happens during the World War. It's sort of bad. I'm not talking about people dying, but I'm talking about the innovation. The speed of innovation was just absolutely incredible. And that's what we're seeing now. Speed of innovation. So much pressure to perform, to innovate faster, better products. And therefore, we can electrify the world much, much faster. But what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.